From this movement, we have to run a movement. क्षणातून चळवळ तयार करायची आहे. So with this movement, you could hear all the inspirational words, what to do, what not to do, what to build upon, how to build upon. But then you have another year to create this movement. ही चळवळ करायला अजून एक वर्ष आहे. So that next Bodh we meet, some of you might be speaking over here. Thanks to Bagwe sir for having this platform wherein we can share things, we learn things, we observe things, and we aspire and get inspired to grow. I would also appreciate 100 students from different colleges who have been part of this function, which I hope they have been motivated and they have witnessed the techs and the stalwarts of business domain. I now request upon Rajendra Bagwe sir to share his words of wisdom and summarize the Bodh program. Mr. Rajendra Bagwe.
Good afternoon. What an event. Fantastic. Pranav and Vineet, Rao Sahib, Ashwin and Abhijit, you were fabulous. You are fabulous. And it greatly inspiring talk. You know, there are 4 types of sites. One is the site which we see. We see what we saw on the screen and we saw what and heard what they said. But there's always an insight that what did it take for doing this site, to create this site. So here we are to look at the insights or understand the insights into the site. And then of course, there is a hindsight which also learned that there was something which they did for these days to be seen. And of course, we also saw their foresight. What are they going to do? 3,000, 30,000, BHAG, R&D, so many things. So I'm just going to sort of list out some things. And I did a very naughty thing before coming. I used ChatGPT to just list out the things which it takes for a company to become investable. And then I put you 3 to the test. And I listed out your achievements against all those points. And you passed it 100 out of 100. So what does it take to have create an investable company? And investable चा अर्थ एखाद्या रिटर्नच्या समोर काय रिस्क आहे और अदर काय रिस्कच्या समोर काय रिटर्न्स मिळणार आहेत. दॅट इज व्हॉट इन्व्हेस्टर्स लुक लाईक. अँड ऑफकोर्स रिटर्न्स म्हणजे रावसाहेब म्हणाले तसं व्हॅल्यू ॲडिशन, की हाऊ डू यू इन्क्रीज व्हॅल्यू ॲडिशन अँड व्हॅल्यू ॲडेड कंपनी कशी होईल. जर व्हॅल्यू ॲडेड नसेल तर काय फायदा. सो कॅपिटल एफिशियंट प्रॉफिटेबल ग्रोथ होणारी कंपनी कशी क्रिएट करायची आणि मग व्हॅल्यू ॲड करायचं म्हणजे लोकांनी ॲड करायची. सो पीपल हू ॲड व्हॅल्यू. So it all came down to what type of people, and we need everybody said about people. So people value add करणारे हवेत, त्याचा अर्थ value adding people हवेत. That means you need to hire and retain people who are really adding values. And as Ashwin said, की it's resources वरनं आपण कॅपिटलवर शिफ्ट झालो. रिसोर्सेस आर डिप्लेटेबल. रिसोर्स म्हणून जर ह्युमन बिईंगना बघितलं तर दे आर डिप्लेटेबल. Capital is also depreciable. So unless you train it or groom it, it depreciates. What about possibilities? Human possibilities. Can we create a culture which is of human possibilities? Because everyone sitting here was a possibility some years back, and today we are here talking about our successes. So same thing is for our people. So how do we create people, a team which is a possibility, who will take us to that next milestone? That means because the people are investing their life in our company, it's a life investable company. जर आपल्याला करायची असेल तर अशी लोक असायला पाहिजे. And for that you need leadership. And so all these leaders who gave us that both, what type of leadership does it take to create an investable company where people will want to invest their lives? आमचं जे डेफिनेशन जे आम्ही TLC मध्ये प्रयत्न करतो, लिडरशिपचं सिम्प्लिफाईड डेफिनेशन इज दॅट अ लीडर शुड हॅव फोकस. फर्स्ट इज दॅट फोकस असायला पाहिजे, म्हणजे मग स्ट्रॅटेजिक फोकस असो, मार्केट फोकस असो, टेक फोकस असो, जो काय असेल तो फोकस असायला पाहिजे. अँड देन कन्सिस्टंटली त्याच्यावरती काम करायला पाहिजे. अँड ॲज अ सेट विकली, डेली विकली, मंथली काम करायला पाहिजे. आणि ते कन्सिस्टंटली करण्यासाठी डिसिप्लिन पाहिजे. सो FCD, फोकस, कन्सिस्टन्सी अँड डिसिप्लिन हे हवं. आणि त्याच्यासाठी इंटिग्रिटी हवी, म्हणजे जे काय ठरवलं ते करणारच, जे काय प्रॉमिस केलं ते होणारच. सो ॲट इंटिग्रिटी हवी, आणि इंटिग्रिटी बरोबर एनर्जी हवी. बिकॉज जर कन्सिस्टंटली एखादी गोष्ट करत राहायची असेल तर यू नीड दॅट एनर्जी. अँड ऑफकोर्स देर विल बी कॉन्टिंजन्सीज, सो यू विल नीड an adaptive intelligence, not only intelligence but an adaptive intelligence. When you should know when to duck, you should understand risk, you should have the risk appetite, you should have risk literacy. So all this goes into what we mean by leadership, and we saw all these things in these three leaders today. Investable company व्हायची असेल तर strong business fundamentals पाहिजेत, आणि we saw that all the three have a very clear value proposition. Business fundamentals मध्ये पहिलं clear value proposition पाहिजे. How you should be different, and all three showed how they are different from the world or their competitors. You should have a built-in scalability in your company, because when an investor invests, he will want to grow his investment, so you need to have a scalable business model, of course, and of course systems to scale up the business. फायनान्शियली आपण बघितलंच की व्हॅल्यू ॲडिंग कंपनी पाहिजे, व्हॅल्यू कन्सिस्टंटली ॲड करत राहिलं पाहिजे. आणि a very valuable point which Raosaib said was, it's not about innovation, it's about continuous innovation. एक इनोव्हेशन केलं, एक लक असेल किंवा रिस्क आली असेल, पण डू यू हॅव अ कल्चर वेअर यू कॅन कंटिन्युअली इनोव्हेट? बिकॉज इन्व्हेस्टेबल कंपनी राहायचं असेल तर यू नीड कंटिन्युअल इनोव्हेशन. We saw Ashwin talking about market opportunities, and he took that map. They took their map and found out South Africa. That was a fantastic way of looking at market opportunities, and then going there, getting out of the office and going there, which is very important for SMEs. I've seen that people don't want to get out of their office. Office bahar padna is something which is a must for SMEs for growth. And then we saw Raosaib Patil talking about the competitive edge. Okay, how do we differentiate yourselves from the competition? How do we be different, and what will it take for that? You will need R&D, you will need innovation, you will need to choose your customer, your business, your model, your products. And as I said, की products मधनं solution जर मिळणार असेल कस्टमरना तर ते product घेणार. So product is only a vehicle for a solution. But all this, the business model may be value adding, but if you do not have the right efficiency, हे सगळं value erode होऊन जाणार आहे. So operational efficiency पण तेवढीच गरजेची आहे. सप्लाय चेन पण गरजेचं आहे, कारण यू मे हॅव अ इंटरनल एफिशियन्सी, बट युअर सप्लाय चेन इज नॉट एफिशियंट, अगेन यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डिलिव्हर सोल्युशन्स. अँड ऑफकोर्स एव्हरीबडी टॉक्ड अबाउट R&D, अ फंटॅस्टिक टेक अवे फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, की हाऊ वी कॅन ब्रिंग इन R&D माइंडसेट अँड देन R&D इन्व्हेस्टमेंट बजेट इन आवर प्लॅन्स. ग्रोथ स्ट्रॅटेजी, वन ऑफ द इन्व्हेस्टेबल कंपनीची आहे की ग्रोथ स्ट्रॅटेजी तुमची काय आहे. आणि very nicely put by Pranav about the proactive pivot, की तुम्हाला जर बिझनेस वाढवायचा असेल तर तुम्हाला स्वतःला ठरवायला पाहिजे की where do you pivot, not as a contingency plan but as a proactive plan, की how do you pivot your business. And everybody said about what not to do, strategies about what not to do, where do you want to be, you have to decide. मजबुरीमध्ये बिझनेस नाही करायचा, we need to decide what not to do. And that brings us to the choice of customer, choice of employees, choice of business model, choice of products, choice of solutions. हे सगळं जर असेल तरी पण हे जर डॉक्युमेंटेड नसेल, इन्व्हेस्टर फ्रेंडली डॉक्युमेंटेशन नसेल तर काही फायदा नाही. सो आय एम शुअर एव्हरीबडी ऑफ यू, ऑल these leaders have documents which show how the company is investable. आणि त्याच्यासाठी आय लाईक द वर्ड क्लिअर इंटेंट. क्लीन इंटेंट हवा, क्लीन बुक्स हवे, कारण इन्व्हेस्टेबल असेल तर क्लीन बुक्स हवेत. ड्यू डेलिजन्स झाला तर क्लीन बुक्स असेल तरच होणार आहे. क्लीन टीम हवी, यू नीड टू हॅव अ क्लीन टीम, यू नीड टू हॅव अ क्लीन अप्रोच, अँड ऑफकोर्स थिंक ग्लोबली. कारण इन्व्हेस्टेबल कंपनी असेल दॅट स्केलेबल असायला, स्केलेबल असण्यासाठी ग्लोबल असायला पाहिजे. सो ग्लोबली कंपनी ग्लोबल पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह असेल तरच इन्व्हेस्टेबल असणार आहे. सो द फायनल टेकअवेज फ्रॉम all three of us, which I can summarize in 3 words, is first was, if you want to have a BHAG, you need to understand how to pivot. That was from Mazgaonkar brothers. If you want to add value, you need to choose. So choice is, and no, there's no other option than choice. So if you want to add extraordinary value, you need to choose all the stakeholders in the business, from Rao said. And then, of course, change. And tech-enabled change should be a way of life, because it's changing so fast, things are changing so fast that tech-enabled change is a must. So that brings to an entire summary of investable, how a company can be investable. But सगळ्या शेवटी येतं आपण, वी ॲज लीडर्स. सो तुम्हाला जे 2 रूल्स आपले लिडरशिपचे ते परत एकदा आठवण करून देतो की लीडरशिप इज नॉट अबाउट यू, इट इज अबाउट द फर्स्ट फॉलोअर हू जॉईन्स यू, and then how do you build that? And the second rule is it's only about you. Can you be the role model? Can you be that nut to whom people get attracted to and want to join and want to belong in your space for mutual success? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mayur Mundra to present vote of thanks.
Thank you, Manas. Good afternoon, Bodhis. Can I hear it a little louder? Good afternoon, Bodhis. Right. I'm Mayur Mundra, and I have been given the honorable opportunity to give the closing note for today's session. As we started this session, the first thought that came to my mind was the leadership session where Bagwe sir shows one slide saying, if you had 1 crore to invest, who would you invest in? And today, we've got the entire roadmap, the secrets that you should be investing in yourself, that 1 crore put in your own company, in yourself and your people, can yield the highest returns if you work keeping in mind the secrets that we got told today. So, as we conclude today's events, I would like just to reflect on today's learnings. In our chat with Mr. Vineet and Mr. Mazgaonkar, Mr. Vineet reminded us that a company's success is only defined by the experience that it delivers for its customers, and that the supply chains are now the battlegrounds for competitive advantage. While Mr. Pranav emphasized the importance of pivoting towards high-value segments and saying no to currently high top-line businesses, also while aligning your internal processes to deliver exceptional customer value. Mr. Rao Sahib Patil had a very different style of stating his journey, and he has completely contributed to our clarity of true value lies in contribution. You have to focus on innovation and make sure you shift from your mindset of top-line growth to increasing the value addition per person. It was wonderful listening to Mr. Kandoi's thoughts and his journey with Winjit. And his mantra is invest in your people and invest in strong systems for sustainable growth. One of the key things that he mentioned was nurture your followers, as they are the only ones who are empowering your vision. A closing note cannot be completed without appreciating the hard work. I would like to extend our gratitude to our speakers because they have generously shared their inner secrets. They have given time to this event and spent this wonderful event with us. I would also like to highlight the unwavering dedication and meticulous efforts of the Bodh team led by Saurabh Shirode. They have managed every detail from registrations to logistics to smooth transitions, all while managing their own businesses. Let's give them a huge round of applause for their incredible work, please. I would like to mention Sukhadia Hospitality for keeping us refreshed with simple yet satisfying snacks. Enjoy solutions for their flawless light and sound. And of course, this wonderful event venue partner Guru Dakshina Hall for this well-equipped venue that Nashik so dearly needed. Of course, to Bagwe sir, thank you for your passion, your vision, which has shaped TLC into the organization that it is today. and to Parak sir for being the guiding light from the beginning to this day. To all of you Bodhis, TLCNs, let's commit to applying the lessons we've learned today, embracing innovation, resilience, and change in our lives as a constant. Thank you all for participating so enthusiastically. Here's to a fulfilling and a remarkable 2025, where we grow and also uplift others along with us. Thank you.